Oops. Okay. All right. We should have ourselves a nice little day warming up. Let's get into it. Okay. All right. So we had what can and can't you guys see? All right. So we had some news here at 9 a.m. Central. So kind of right after I got started here, consumer confidence was a little bit lower than what we expected. New home sales were higher than before, lower than expected, but higher than before. So that's good. So we'll see what the market wants to do here, and maybe we can get ourselves a nice little a little short right here, depending on what the price wants to do. We're looking like we're trying to, maybe try to manage around this. Where's VWAP really fast? We're below it, which is good. All right. Okay, so no trade there. I don't know if I want to go long just yet there. All right, let's put that back on there really fast. So this level right here seems to be pretty strong. And so we'll keep an eye on that. And nice sell-off right here. What's the overall market up to? A little bit of green. Ooh, MSTR is getting crushed. Mostly red. Some individual stocks are green, but for the most part, we got red across the board. Okay. All right. And what's the 5-minute up to here? So a whole lot of nothing, it looks like, but ranging between about 100 points. So that's interesting. Okay. 15 minutes says same thing, kind of just ranging between this. Now, this is huge movement, so I'm okay if we range. Maybe we'll get a breakthrough right here, and if we do, maybe we'll get ourselves a decent pullback. We can go short. Looks like we're going to get some momentum to the downside here. Let's see what we got. Okay, we're looking for a sell here. We're going to go short right. Ugh. Okay, we're up 50 bucks. Down 10. Really bad fill on this one, but let's give it a second. I thought price would run down faster than it has, and it hasn't. So let's see what we can get here. 140. Not a great way to start, huh? Let's see. 390. I still like our position. I just don't like the price that we got in at. Okay. Shaking out some sellers here. Let's see if we can get price to trend back down for us. Or if this is gonna, yeah, this is gonna be a bad trade. Shit. Well, let it run because we got into way too heavy on this one. Let it close out our close. I hit our stop loss here of 1K if it does. Wow. Wow. Let's see if we can get it a little bit lower. This would be insane. Just the ATR is so high that, come on, get lower. Come on. Wow. I cannot believe we made money on that trade. That was not great. And I could have made more. Shoot. All right. So, really dangerous game here I'm playing, and I could have made a ton. I just got out way too soon. So, we held up here. Again, not a great trade. Actually, not good at all, but fudge, we could have made a ton. That was the one. That was the entry I was looking for. Should have went for it. Damn it. Should have went for it. It's right there. All right. So not seeing price clearly this morning all that well, huh? Let's see. Count summary. We're up 11 bucks after that. All that. Wow. Okay. Got spared. Got spared. Good morning, Todd. We've had Friday as well, and then today, I think even Thursday, I think we've had a lot of like bad first trades. I'm not sure what it is, but we've just had a lot of bad first trades. Now I should have. The ATR is just so high that it's like these moves are just massive, and so you have to be accurate. But this move was, I think, pretty clear to see. My entry was just way too soon. So had I waited a little bit longer, I could have gotten a better price, and that would have allowed us to to get into this trade at a high quality entry. I want to see a pullback up to about 31, and then maybe I would go short. Let's see. That was it. It got to 30. It didn't get us up to my point, but it got pretty close, and it ran away. Shoot. We had it. We missed it. We had it, and we missed it. Gosh dang it. All right. All right, all right, all right. So let's see what we have here. Put it here as well. And okay. Man, we're getting a nice sell off though. This is great. This is really great. Whoops. I can't believe I missed that. Shoot. This was perfect. I just missed it by a point. I can't believe I didn't just go entry on it. All right, let's let these things play themselves out first. I'm not saying I'm not interested in shorts right here. I am. But when we have, this thing was, use a measuring tool, from close to open. I mean, that was 32 points. And so I don't want to chase this because the risk is a blown account, almost like I had here. Had price gone up another tick, I'd have been out and I had to close this one down for the day and come back tomorrow. Like that's how close it is right now. And so what I don't want to do is be too aggressive and run the risk of just price blowing up on our face. So let's see. Price looks like it bounced kind of right in here, this little region right there. That's interesting. What about the hourly? Excuse me, the hourly, the daily. Gap up and run down. We knew gaps get filled. It just happened crazily. This kind of looks like price might be ready to go back up. So down and boom, we pop. We'll see. But it looks like we ran up first, probably gonna come down today. All right. ATR is crazy. ATR is at 400 on the daily. That's so high. 300 is about appropriate. 400 is nuts. All right. So let's see what we have here. Let's see if we can get what we've seen so far this session is basically we've had, I'll take off the pretty model for just a second. We've had, and I'll take off the buyers sellers really fast. We had selling one candle up, selling one candle up, selling a candle up, selling candle up, selling candle up here as well. So maybe do we get ourselves a chance to go short again? I don't know just yet, but I'm liking what I'm seeing here. And remember, VWAP is all the way up here at 626. So we're really far away from that. That's not a target I'm interested in at this point. I kind of like a long right here, but I'm not going to take that just yet. I want to see what price does. This reversal is going to be interesting. Do buyers end up stepping in, or is this going to be more sellers? Let's go. See if we. I'm gonna go long right there. Oh wow, horrible fill, but I'm gonna take a shot at it. Let's see if we can get price to pop and run for us. There's 170. There's 210. Okay, 240. 300. 350. Come on. Okay, we'll take 170 on that one. Didn't want to give back too much profit, but we are up $100. So that one I got chopped out. I got the spread was really high. I got to be careful about that. Okay. All right. So let's see what we have here. Let's see if we can get another decent trade here. So that one was okay, but not great. Model is still calling for longs. We're seeing that seller stepped in right here, but buyer stepped in right here. Now, just to give you an idea of how big the model is, or how big price is right now, this is 30 points we're talking about. This is 34 points between the two white lines. That's a lot. It's a ton. And so we're going to see what that does. We're going to see how price responds to that. Happy to have everyone in here. Hope all is well. There goes price trying to fly through it. Let's see what happens here. See what happens here. Thank you all for joining. Make sure if you haven't already, you like the live. I know some of you guys are used to me saying that, but like the live and make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And we'll keep it pushing here. I think we're gonna go long right here though. I really do. Let's see if we can get a little buy tag. Oh, that was my entry, I think, and it was just a little too fast for me. Let's see, the ATR has to be coming down a little. And it turns out that I didn't miss a whole lot. In fact, probably didn't have a chance to make a ton of money on this one anyway. But there it goes. All right, so right position, right call, wrong timing, I guess, because we didn't get in on it. But it's not really going anywhere. And I'm saying that, but that's 4 points. So that's a decent amount. That's a decent jump. Um, let's see here. Let's go 2 times. Okay. So every point's about 40 points right now. All right. So we'll take that. We'll take that. Happy to have all you guys watching and engaged. It is the day before Christmas Eve, so hopefully Santa brings us something good today. Let's see. See if we can go long right here. Let's see what we got. Liked it, didn't get it. 2025 crazy? Yeah, 2025 could be something. It could be. It could be something special. I think and we'll see what today brings out. So we can wait for this candle to shake itself out. I'm going to show you guys something. QQQ year to date. Okay. Now here's where we are year to date on the NASDAQ. Historically, and it doesn't give me the historical prices here, but historically about 13% is pretty normal. 14%, sometimes 15%. So having almost, at one point we were higher than this, right? Having almost double what the market averages a year, we're probably going to see some sort of pullback next year. For price, we are looking for a correction, and that is 10% pullback. Okay, a correction is a 10% pullback of price. I need you guys to keep that in mind. This is not a recession. This is not the market selling off. It is just a correction. So, for example, if the market goes from up 31% to down 21%, technically that's a correction. That's not a recession. That's not anything else other than price, in reality, going from outside of the deviation bands back inside, right? We're a little far extended. We're going to go back up. That's what a correction is. And I think we're going to see that in 2025. I don't know how fast it'll happen. I don't know when it'll happen, so we can't bet on that. But that's why we trade futures, is because we can play both sides very easily by just pushing buy or just pushing sell. So, that's nice. I think I want to go short right here. I don't know what it is, but I like a short position right here. Let's see if we can get one, or if price is going to fly back up. Let's see how this last 5 seconds goes, and we'll see if we can get if we get a pull back. I'm going to go long or short. I'm going to go short right there. Oh, how does my entry? How is it that bad? How does that work? Up 120, up 100, up 80, down 60, down 260. I'm frustrated because my entry was really good on that. -4, -3. Let's see if we're going to dance or if I'm going to be in trouble here. Come on. The spread is so high that this thing really has to move past my entry for it to be correct. Okay, we're going to close that one down. I'm not a huge fan of that position. Small win. I mean, we are just eking out wins right now. It is tough sledding right now. Yeah, same RJ, same. Fills have been horrendous. The market's just moving really fast, I think. But right, so if you look at the top, so look at on your guys' screen, if you can see it, at the top left, if you trade through TradingView, it's right above how many contracts you're trading. It says quantity. That's the spread. So about a point or to a point and a quarter is the spread right now. And all that means is that basically this is why people don't trade Forex as much. Basically, price has to move a whole point or point and a quarter or a point and a half or even 2 points for you to be correct, for you to break even. So that's the spread, 1.25. It's 2 right now. So keep an eye on that. As spreads are really high, what you need basically is price to really move in your favor for you to get back to normally making money. Usually the spread is at about 0.25 to 0.5 in the day, usually. But what's tricky about this is typically when you trade in the evening, your spread is really high because there just isn't that much volume. But the market's flying, the ATR is crazy high. We should have really tight spreads and we don't. So just keep an eye on that. If a trade doesn't feel right or doesn't look good, then just get out. Trading before Christmas isn't going to be the time for you to play hero ball and make a ton of money, because even if you made a ton of money in your PA account, you still can't withdraw it. You wouldn't have it by Christmas. So don't play a hero today. If you don't like a trade, get out of it. Take a minimal win. I've taken 3 trades and I'm up 120 bucks. Like, it's nothing today. It stinks. So let's just be patient and we'll see what we get here. Yeah, yeah, 7 isn't, that's not right. Yeah, I'm looking at mine's at 1 right now, consistently at 1 to 1.25. And so it could be a broker thing too. It could be Tradebait just saying, yo, we're not, we're seeing so much volatility that we're going to give ourselves a little bit extra room here. But now we got price sitting. I like this. All right, so there and there. Okay. So we have price sitting between here and here. We're going to let price dance its way and see if we can get a break up or down. And then from there, we'll have ourselves, I think, a real clear trade. So let's be patient there and let price kind of do its thing. And then when it does, we'll be there to catch it. All right, we'll be there to catch it and take advantage of it. Hope everybody is having a great day, and hopefully that we get to you guys have a great Christmas and a happy New Year. We'll certainly be around. But what are you guys' plans for Christmas and the holiday? If you celebrate the holiday, not trying to be insensitive, of course. Let's see. I just don't like that shit at all. Okay. All right. Okay, 0.75. All right, there we go. Spread's really chilling out now. At least it was. 0.75. I just saw 0.25, 0.5. There we go. Now we're settling down. Sometimes the news can give us that. The news can really impact the way we're seeing things. ATR should be off a cliff. We're trying to fall back off a cliff. If we get into like 15, 16, I'll probably go to 3 and 4 contracts. That's what I'm used to. So we'll see on that. We will certainly see on that. So we should be fine. Should be fine. But just we'll wait and be patient. I think today what I'm going to do, or what I plan to do, is we'll trade, until 10-ish or so. We'll see what the market gives us. If we don't get anything good, then we just don't get anything good. We'll be patient. And then we'll probably come back at around 6 p.m. We'll probably do like a 30 to 45-minute coaching session. And so that'll be, you guys, we'll go over some support resistance. We'll go over what the new buyers sellers indicator is and what this chart means. We'll cover that. We'll cover how I see price and how I think you should enter on price. We'll cover that as well. And then any other questions you guys have, you just bring them and we'll talk about it. Okay, got a long potential here. We're gonna wait, let us get a pullback here and then take off. All right, so we got to be quick here. Spreads at 0.7, so no problem there. Let's see if we can get ourselves a long right here. This is a nice big candle. A nice big push that, okay, buyers are in control. Good. Let's see what we got. If we get a pullback, I can go long here. Okay, we go long right there. Whoa. Okay, down 500 already. This doesn't look good. Okay. So my entry was probably a couple ticks too early, a couple seconds too early. I didn't think that we would explode down this fast. Let's see if price can reverse. Let's see what we got here. Holding our midline, that's good. Okay. All right, close that one down, -6 on that one. Not good on that. I think I could have been right. So shoot. All right, so price really flew down, and then as I entered, it just continued to drop. So that was kind of an impossible situation to kind of find myself in. I think my entry was somewhere in here anyway, but that's like 10 points away. And so we're trading with 2 contracts. Typically, it's not a big deal, but this movement isn't a big deal. But today it was. So I kind of like a short here, but I'm not going to take it. I don't want to be too quick to try and trade the opposite side. But it looks like that would have probably paid off a little bit. Let's see, 48 to yeah, 9 points or so. Not bad, not bad. Nice, nice RJB, nice, nice. Oh shoot, come on. How do I? Gosh damn it. Nice RJB, great work. And you don't see any buyers and sellers just yet because it's not available yet. I haven't gotten it to be updated inside of our system. My team has been a little slow, I guess, with the holidays as far as getting updates. And so ideally, eventually what you'll have is you'll have these tags on here and then you won't. Let's see what I was supposed to do right here. I should have waited. Man, I really should have waited on that. I'm pissed about that. What you'll see eventually is you'll have this and then you probably won't have these signals and the clouds. I think I'm going to get rid of the clouds and the signals. We'll definitely get rid of the signals, but I think I'm going to get rid of the clouds too, just so you can have this, and then we'll talk about how to play off of this because eventually, or what you'll have is basically two different ways to trade this. You can trade breakouts, and so when price leaves the channel, wait for a pullback, enter. Like we can trade those because that's what we like to do, and that's kind of how I built the system. But we can also trade nice reversals too, where price, we trade support and resistance, where price finds a low, finds a high, and we trade off of that, which is really what I'd like to do. Is a bit of that. Where's VU at, by the way? We were getting close. Okay, so we didn't get all the way up there. That's fine. Let's see if we can get price to break down to this low over here, and then we can go short. But I'm just not seeing anything yet. Looks like a short opportunity to me, but I'm not really seeing much right now. There we go. Cool. And then I need to get this updated as well. This is really what's holding everything up is this thing updating in real time. When that finally gets fixed, then what we'll have is that'll get put into the system. Then we'll be ready to rock and roll because it's not very accurate right now, but it will be. But it will be. Will be. It will be. All right. So let's see what else is on the agenda for today because I'm waiting to see what price wants to give me. Not getting a whole lot right now, I'll tell you that. Not getting a whole lot at all. All right. All right. Let's see what we have here. So it took a little bit of a L there. We'll be fine. We'll bounce back. Just nothing much going on right here. ATR is at what? Still at 24? Oof, that's high. Outside the channel and trade off of that inside the channel. RJB, not necessarily. So the way I'm seeing this is if we excuse the channel for just a second, what I'm seeing is I'm looking for when buyers and sellers are stepping in, and I want to build some bias there, which honestly, I could have seen this coming because we had this big ass wick. I could have seen that. I just didn't. I refused to see it. But essentially, I know buyers are down here. I know sellers are up here. And so I wanted to be able to trade off of that. I want to wait for a pullback, obviously, but I want to trade off of basically this information that we're getting, right? When price is choppy and we can't trade inside the channel, I want to build a system to where you guys can. You can trade off of support and resistance. What that'll allow you to do is take more trades, sure, but also just be a little bit more accurate with what you're seeing. Now, this chart that's on your screen, not seeing anything just yet. This chart right here, it will show essentially how many in a row, how many green candles in a row, how many red candles in a row on average, given a certain measurement or certain length. And then from there, we can build that into our bias. And so if we see that, okay, buyers have stepped in right here, and we should expect about 1.3 green candles in a row, then I know not to take that trade. But if I expect 2.2 red candles in a row, then every time I get a sell tag, I should be looking to go short. I get that one and then another one. So again, these aren't accurate. It's on the chart because I want it to be there, but it's not where it needs to be just yet. So that has to get updated. And then we'll essentially be able to trade off of every signal that we get if we want to. And you can decide how you want to use this thing. We'll still have the sell here and take profit here, even if they are at times opposite of what the price is actually doing, because it is useful and very accurate. So we'll keep it on there. But Yeah, we're gonna add this, and that'll give us a little bit more leeway as to what to do with price. But right now, we got nothing. We're just chilling. Got price really squeezed down into these levels. Again, this entire range is 50 points. From 570 to 520, it's 50 points. And so we're just gonna wait and be patient and see what happens. Will the streak show up while back testing? RJB, yes, it will. That's one of the things that I need to get updated is right now it doesn't update in real time. I basically have to manually change it and then it will calculate, but it should update every candle. And so because it's not doing that right now, it's not as accurate as I want it to be. That's what I need to get updated on. So it should. The answer is yes, it should. When you back test, you should be able to use it. It should update, and then you'll be able to back test it so you can see how accurate it is for you. But it's not ready yet. So when it is, we'll see. No, it's all good. All the questions are fine. All the questions are fine. We got not doing anything anyway. So let's see. See if we can get price to just fall down below this level here. Let's look at some different charts for just a second. Here's our 5-minute. We'll range in between. Fine. 10-minute here. 15. All right. So the 15 is interesting because I don't know what this is. Like price comes down, we pushes way back up, we bounce, go up. Now we're threatening this low again. Maybe we bounce and we don't. I don't know. I just don't know what to expect of this. Go the hourly really fast. Kind of looks like we're going down a little bit, but we're getting choppy. So maybe less clean price action. We'll see. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We will definitely see. One thing to know is that these wicks do get filled. So when you have a wick anywhere on your chart and you see it, like it is going to get filled. Okay, not by the next candle, not always, sometimes, but not always. But when you see these big old wicks up here, and even down here a little bit, they will get filled. And so we'll keep an eye on that because that means that there is value. That means somebody bought up here, but more sellers sold. But somebody did buy all the way up here and got smoked at 580, 87. They got crushed. Somebody sold down here at 476, but more buyers stepped in, and so they got crushed. And so when you see these wicks, like just know that there is going to be somebody. There was somebody who wanted to purchase up here that didn't have the momentum, but that is still an obvious place for value. People want to buy that. They want to sell that. So when you see these wicks, just know that we're probably going to get price to pull back or get into that region again. So just keep an eye on that. Keep a close eye on that. Keep it going here. I want to go long here again, but I need to see more evidence that price isn't going to chop me out. Okay, we're back at ATRs at 20, so I should expect a little less price movement on my trades here. We'll see. All right, now here we go. Now we got price pushing up here again in the same region, and yeah, there it goes. All right, so we have a ton of selling happening in this area up here. Every time price gets up here, we're basically just seeing a bunch of selling going on. Every time. Wick, up here, up here, up here, up here, and here again as well. So we're gonna see what this area is made of here in a little bit because I know price is gonna threaten to get up there again. But man, that is some tough, tough selling off of. I don't know what to do with this candle, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. But yeah, I have no idea. Okay. Remember, these wicks get filled, so it's likely that price could pop up here and run, but I don't know. I have no clue right now. All right, so there goes price back down. Be patient here and we'll wait. Answer some troubleshooting questions. Let's see what we have here. See if that works. I don't know why the link didn't work though. Wow. Okay, so we have buyers down there. All right. I'm seeing that. I am seeing that. Remember, wicks get filled. So we're going to see which one of these wicks is going to get filled first. So one of them will. So this, all this down here is nice potential. There's somebody, again, somebody sold down here. That's how price got here. 527. Somebody sold. Now price is 30 points away now, but 20 points away. But somebody bought up here. Somebody sold down here, and so there is interest up here to go long and down here to go short. We're going to see which one of these gets filled first. I don't know, and I can't trade off of that because it's very difficult to know when it's going to happen. But just know when you see these huge wicks, like price is going to fill it. Like somebody was interested in this area, they're gonna fill it. Let's see what we got here. But not a lot of trading going on right now, which is fine. But we basically have consolidation inside of this zone, and I really shouldn't have taken this trade here. I would should have waited, but it is what it is. So let's see. Wait for price to break out of here, and then we'll take a shot. We'll see. Okay. Whole lot of nothing right now. Whole lot of nothing. Good morning. Kulu, is that right? Good morning. Got 10 of you guys watching. Happy to have you on this Christmas Eve. Let's see. Now, here's what I do expect is for our ATR to drop off and get back to like 8 to 10 pretty quick. I do anticipate, so we had the ATR up at 36. That was our max on the 1 minute chart for NQ. Now we're back down to 20. And so I do anticipate price settling down and our spread coming back to normal and price to eventually settle out. And we'll see what happens next. But I do anticipate price kind of flattening a little bit. And from there, we'll see. The reason that you don't want to be trading on a holiday, near a holiday, on a holiday, doesn't matter, is there just isn't a lot of people trading the market. Right. I did not anticipate the ATR being this high this early in the morning or this high at all today. It definitely won't be that way tomorrow. And if it is, we'll see. Maybe we'll trade tomorrow, maybe we won't. We'll see. Um, we'll see. But there's no reason to force anything here. So we're going to be patient. We're going to wait, see what happens. But we're not going to force anything. We're just going to see what happens the rest of the day and go from there. Let's see what we got here. Okay, there goes price. All right, now look at where price is and look where we rejected last time. Let's see if there's any sellers up here. So I'm gonna move this right there. Let's see if there's any interest in price getting up here. And last time we got up here, price blitzed down. I mean, it was just like an onslaught of selling. So let's see if some sellers got shaken out of down here and we let price kind of bounce. And let's see if we can get price to break over this range here. I really like a long. Man, I just want to see. There's not a lot of evidence here. Let's see. Wait for a nice pullback and go. Is that it? Oh shit. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. 100 down 30 down 260. Entry was too early, but I thought decent for what I'm seeing here. Minus 360 on that one. Damn, way too early. See if I have enough room to go long right here. Okay. I'm gonna go long right here, see if we can get some of that back. I like my entry a lot. I just mistimed it. I'm pissed about it. 500, 460. Okay. See if we can get, there we go. 510, 630. Okay, we'll take 450 on that one. Um, Price really stuttered here, and let's get rid of this for just a second. Price really stuttered, and there just wasn't a whole lot that we could do with this trade. Let's see. Um, kind of kind of pissed. I thought price was going to take off there. I thought price would just explode up and we get ourselves a little $1,000 trade. Didn't happen. All right, so price got above here and rejected. Excuse me, and rejected back. Now we're trading inside of this. Let's see if price can move up over this level again, which is really right here. If price can get above that, then I think we're going to have ourselves a nice little uptrend here. So let's be patient and wait and see what happens. Because if price keeps making these choppy higher, like it keeps going higher just a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, then it's going to be very difficult to make money on that. So let's be patient and wait. But damn, the first trade sucked, but the second trade is pretty good. Okay. All right. So here's what we have here, just slightly, is we have ourselves kind of a mini little uptrend right here. We have buyer stepping in here, buyer stepping in here, and then now we have price exploding up. Good. So let's see what this candle wants to do. Okay. Remember we talked about before that these wicks get filled? It got filled. Okay. This wick got filled before these down here got filled. So it looks like we're kind of in an uptrend here, but it's going to be ugly, and we're going to have to be patient. We're going to have to wait and see what happens here. Okay. Looks like futures will be closed but open again. Or they'll be done midday but open after Christmas at 5. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. Probably it'll be a short day tomorrow, which means there could be a decent amount of volume early-ish in the morning. So we'll see on that. Okay. Make sure I got my schedule right. I believe it's at noon. We have halting of trading to celebrate the holiday. Yeah, 12:15 Central Time, so 1:15 for a lot of you guys. All right. Kula, good question. Depends on when you buy. So what will happen eventually with the predictive model is I will be gradually raising the price as time goes on, mostly because as there are more of you, we'll have more needs to just be able to serve you guys. And so for that, ideally we'll take on less clients, but be able to help more people do more, if that makes sense. So it'll go gradually. So the longer that you wait, I guess, the more it'll cost. But it is what it is. All right, so we got price. So price failed to go above this level right here, like just completely failed. And so technically, like this could have been a trade we could have seen. It just would have been hard to see, right? Now let's be patient and see if we can get some more selling here. What I'm kind of seeing before, we talked about it just a second ago, we had price kind of moving up like this. I still see price here. Now let's see if price breaks through. I'm not going to trade a trend line. I don't really care to trade trend lines. If I adjust it more like this, that's probably a better angle. So we'll see if price can bounce and hold here and go back up, or if price can blitz through here and we'll have ourselves a nice little downtrend. If not, we just have ourselves a higher low and we can deal with that. Buyers step in right here. Any wick is essentially the opposite side stepping in, so keep that in mind. So buyers right here, sellers up top. We'll wait and see. Wait and see. In a range, right? So tell tops by the model if the model signals at those points. You can, Kulu. You definitely can. I'm saying, make sure I'm saying that right, Kulu. Make sure I'm saying that right. But you definitely can. The trick is that sometimes the highs get pushed up a little higher. I'm saying that perfect. So let me give you an example. This is sick. Let's see if we can get maybe take a short on this candle right here. Next candle rather. All right, so let's mark these levels really fast. I'll show you this. Sometimes you can do that. However, there is a 9-point difference between this top and where price topped out. And depending on how much leverage you're using, how many contracts, and how much room is in your account, you might get stopped out before you're correct. And so you do want to wait for a little bit of confirmation that you are correct. See if we can go sell right there. Okay, that was pretty aggressive. I think price could pop up a little higher here, but I think price is going to come back down for us. So let's see. This could be another choppy one. Let's see what we got. I do like my entry here. This is the better of fills that I've had recently. The last trade was the best, but this one's okay. The damn price is running away from me. Let's see if we can hold and let price do its thing before we have to jump out of this one. All right, so price extends back up pretty good. Fair enough. Now let's see if it can drop for us. I still like selling, and I still like where we are. There's 40. There we go. Back to even. Let's see if we can get a nice little run down here of price. If not, we'll have to close out. Let's see. Waiting. Still waiting. There we go. There we go. Okay, we'll take $100 on that. I have a feeling I could have held and gone a little bit further. What I didn't want to do is let a winning trade go into a losing trade after this big ass movement right here. Like there's the profit that would have been impossible to capture. This would have been really tricky to catch. So actually a decent trade, but really difficult to see. That was really fast. I hate that it was so fast. But I could have stayed in a little bit longer. There was no chance on this earth I was going to be able to capture whatever value that was going to be. And I probably would have closed out and I would have been down $200 because it moved so fast. So that wasn't fun. But my thought, and had I waited a little bit longer, I would have made a few, like probably 400 or $500 on this trade. Could have just waited for price to get to where I want it to get. A little impatient by me. Second time it's happened, by the way. I could have waited and let price come to me a little bit better, but I just didn't. Let's see if, yeah, price ain't gonna get down there. It's not gonna get that far. Evan, do you trade Apex? Yes. Yes. We don't want to trade ranges per se. We do want to trade ranges, but we just need confirmation that those ranges are true ranges and that it's going to hold. The biggest threat to range trading is that price does break through and it runs past your, whatever mental stop loss you have or stop loss you have in place pretty fast. Do I trade Apex? I do, Kulu. I do trade Apex. The thing about Apex though is, I prefer Topstep. Let me just say that. Here, let's make this its own little. Let's do at 40, at 44. Okay. So I do like Topstep. I do like Apex. I like them for different reasons. I think Apex is cheaper, and I think if you're new to prop firms, Apex is the way to go. If you're looking to get a payout and you're looking to get the most payout you possibly can, then Topstep is the better option. And I think it's the better option by a lot. It's not the cheapest, and the rules are a little bit different. But the reason I argue for Topstep over Apex is, especially when you're in the PA account, it's a little bit more difficult to see this until you get into the PA account for Apex. But when you're in the performance account or the express account for Topstep, you can basically, in the 50K account, you have $2,000 drawdown, which is nice. You have $1,000 daily drawdown though, which means that if you are down $1,000, you stop trading for the day. Now that means that you have a whole nother day to grow the account and keep trading that account. With Apex, that is not the case. Your account goes away pretty fast, and if you break a rule, as in hitting your daily loss limit, then your account's blown. And that, to me, it feels a little predatory, and so it's not why I'm a huge fan, or it's one of the reasons why I'm not a huge fan of Apex. But they have cheap evals, and I think that if you can pass in one day, you should just pass them and make sure that your trading strategy is good enough. But then when you're ready to start making some money, Topstep is the way to go. I think so. I think Topstep is far superior than Apex in just about every way. So that is my 2 cents. Hopefully that answers the question there. Mark this down here, 45.30. I get that question a lot, so I probably just need to make it its own video. Okay. So actually some solid trading today, honestly. We had one shitty fill, shitty entry. Fill was fine. Entry was ass. And that cost us $500. And it didn't need to, but it did. The other thing about Topstep is your drawdown resets after every trade. So it doesn't go lower, but it goes up. So if you're up 500 bucks and then now you're down $160, your account's blown. Like that trail moves with you. It's really obnoxious. With Topstep, that is not the case. It's stagnant, so you could be up $2,000 and then be down 500 bucks and still be able to trade. You have that much room. Apex doesn't give you that. Or yeah, Apex doesn't give you that, and it's really not a huge fan of the way they handle things. But let me Top Step is so simple to copy trade. Yeah, very easy to copy trade. Um, Let me say this though, just for future reference. If Apex were to come to me and offer me a sack of money to promote their company, I'm gonna take that. So just know that. Like, understand that. If Top Step did the same thing, I would take the money too. So make sure we're very clear on that. But as far as actual performance account, like what I would recommend to anybody who, my family, any new trader, any one of the traders that I've been working with for a long time, I think Topstep is the best. It's the simplest, and they have rules that I think anybody can kind of understand. And there isn't a whole lot of trickery. The one thing that they have that Apex doesn't is a scaling plan. So as in you have to make a certain amount of money before you can use more contracts. That is kind of obnoxious, but it prevents you from blowing up your account crazy quick. Um, it's actually a pretty good thing, but some people don't like it, where you can only use 2 or 3 contracts at a time when you start. But as you make more money, then you can scale. You literally can scale that up. You can trade more, but it doesn't, like, your daily drawdown doesn't grow. Like, it doesn't get bigger. Now, actually, I'm lying. So there was a trade that I took, and I had a day in Top Step. It's on my Instagram. It's one of the pinned uh, posts. I made 11,200 bucks because of that. Here goes price. Let's see if we can get. So, by the way, this right here, this whole region to me is up for grabs as far as if price can get in here. If price can get up in here, I think we can explode all the way up through. So we're gonna be patient there. I do like that spot. Um, One thing about Top Step is if you do make enough money inside of their performance accounts, they will extend your drawdown. So they will actually move it. That happened to me. So that first Express account that I had, we were up 11 grand in that account. We did that in one day. I got an email from the director of marketing, and then I got an instant message that said we're going to actually extend your drawdown. So they will do things like that. I do really like Top Step for all of those reasons. The only drawdown to Top Step is you can't pass their evals in one day. That's the only thing. I think they'd make a ton of money if they just opened up that rule, because I think they can. There's no consistency rule. There's a lot of things I like about Top Step now I think about it. The consistency rule is there um, for the eval, but not for the performance account or express account. Where for Apex there is. Like, think about how ridiculous this is. Sorry, Apex. If you guys want to pay me, I'll say better things. But if you have a performance account with Apex, you cannot catch massive trades because there's a consistency rule, meaning you can't have more than one day be 30% of your total account, um, like profit, which is nuts. So you make $1,000, you're going to have a day that's more than 300 bucks, which isn't a horrible thing. But sometimes the reason that you trade is so that you can catch nice moves. But from time to time, there are these moves that you get into that are just rockets, and you get to ride them. You guys have seen me catch these multiple times on this channel live. We make $1,000, could have made $2,000 on some trades, and we're just able to hold them and ride them. If we're sitting inside of a Apex account, like, that actually does a lot more harm than good. We aren't allowed to catch those kinds of moves. Now, they do it to protect themselves, pay you out. They prevent the traders from trying to hit home runs all the time, which usually means strikeouts. So, like, I get why they do it, but part of trading is you have a defined downside and you kind of have an unlimited upside. And if you can't capture the unlimited upside due to certain rules, then you're trading the wrong game, right? So for me, I don't know, not a huge fan, but a lot of people talk about, let your winners run. That is not for an Apex account at all. In an eval it is, but not in a performance account. It is not. All right, let's see if we can get some more moves here. we have price just dancing in between this little zone right here, between here and here. So we got nothing. And we're gonna wait and see. We're gonna wait and see. RJB, you are correct, my friend. I believe your name is OG on Instagram. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with you guys. You guys have different names for everything, but I know who you are, my friend. Your profile picture is the exact same. All right, Dale, good, 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 good. On its way, nice. Okay, okay. Let's see what we got here. We're ready to rock and roll. Keep going. Okay, there goes price. Let's see if we have ourselves a trade that we can take and capture here. All right. So remember, what we're waiting for is another pullback of price, and ideally we get enough of it to happen where we can capture some value. I don't want to be too quick on this trade, but I also don't want to miss this move up because I think it's going to be pretty decent. Let's see what we get here. That's all we're going to get. If that's all we're going to get, then I did the right thing. I just didn't get the trade. Let's see. ATR is sitting at, that last candle was sitting at 18. It's still pretty high. Okay, so we didn't miss out on much just yet. I have a feeling this candle is going to run and get up to here or somewhere in here. Let's see. If it doesn't, great. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, it got to where I thought it would. Okay. All right. So no trade there, and we missed out because we had a chance. It kind of sat. What happened last time is price pulled back. I think this is the candle, and then it like exploded down. I was like, damn. And so we didn't get a chance to. We didn't really get a chance to enter and reap the reward of having a really good entry. Let's see if we can get price to pull back here and then push up into this level. That nine. Let's see. Waiting for a bigger pullback than that. That's not going to do it for us. And that happened too soon. Spreads at half a point. I'm cool with that. I'm going long right there. Reason for it is I think price is going to bounce right in here somewhere. And if it does, I think we can get price to really roll back up for us and get ourselves a decent little profit here. Okay, 130. I'm looking for about 200 bucks on this trade. If price can jump, then I'll take more. But if it can't, then I'll take a solid 2. 140. Okay, 150, 170. Well, you guys gotta want to explode up. You gotta want it better, worse than I do. Damn, there goes price. Okay, being patient. We'll take 190 on that one. Maybe a little bit more I could have had here, but I really want to get out of that trade. I wasn't a huge fan of the way price was acting. Now let's see if we can get ourselves another shot here. And that's what I thought could have been the case. This is why I exit soon. This is ridiculous. I'm not going to call it market manipulation, but there is definitely an assortment of traders who are looking at these prices and saying that is too high, sell. And because we're on a long, there are people who are looking at this thing and saying that's too much, go ahead and buy. But this is nuts, right? This is literally why I scalp. This is why I believe that you have to be like quick on your feet when you trade and leave profit on the table. Like every trade, there should be a little bit more profit on the table. Don't be the greedy guy that's trying to take it all, right? You're not going to win that way. And there's no entry here unless price explodes up. To which I don't know if I love this spot right here for price. I don't know what to think of this for price. I don't know what to think of it. Um, I have no clue. I have absolutely no idea. So I can see price bouncing and just sprinting back up and filling. Basically, if you believe in fair value gaps, then we have a gap between price right now and this level right here. That's a fair value gap. If you trade that, I think this thing could pull back and sprint down. I'm not going to trade it because if I lost money on this trade, I'd feel like an idiot. And I'd feel like an idiot either way it went. So I'm not going to trade it. But there is some potential here, I think. But if you wanted to trade the channel and you said, I'm going to go long at the bottoms and short at the top, then you could do that. You could definitely do that. And I want to give you guys the ability to see these things the way I see them and take these trades. So happy to have that. Happy to have you guys live, by the way. Got 12 of you guys watching. If you haven't already, make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'll be putting out more content. Again, we're going to go live tonight at maybe 5:45, maybe 6, somewhere in there, and we'll do 30 to 45 minutes. I have a little event tonight I have to be at and get to, and so we'll be cutting that one. We'll do by 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how many people show up and what questions get asked. But we can burn through questions pretty fast, right? So bring all your questions. If you have some trades that you want to talk about, we can do that too. But I want to make sure that you guys, first and foremost, understand the model and everything that it's capable of, and that you're seeing it the right way. Because then when we get the additions, the add-ons, it's going to be a boost to your trading. You're going to see the market the same way I see it, and we'll be able to take really good trades here. All right. So apologies to join. Are these real money trades? Juan, we're in an evaluation right now per the subject and the title of this video. So let's look at this. All right, so we have price. Let's see. Right here is kind of our range where we've been seeing a lot of selling. So I don't know if I want to go long until we get above this, like kind of like a break, retest, and go, like maybe that. So price pushes up, pulls back, and goes. If you punched sell somewhere up here, you'd be up profitably right now, but you'd probably be more accurate than not. We're seeing price try to get up here, and we're seeing buyers, like look at this. Buyers down here, this is easy to visualize. Sellers up here, easy to visualize. So let's just wait and find out, because I'm not sure where I see price, but we're gonna wait. We're getting about 2-ish candles in a row here. So let's see what this one wants to be. Here's a wick. I don't want to go short. I don't want to put a sell limit here just yet, because I think that there is some momentum to try and get price to pop up a little bit higher, then pull back. So I don't want to be too soon, but if this candle went red, I think I'd like a short back down, but we'll see. It just needs to give me the right fill or the right movement. ATR is sitting at 20. Is that 21 last candle? So still trading 2 contracts. I prefer to get into 3 and 4 contracts for this eval, but while the ATR is as high as it is, it doesn't make any sense for me to risk that much cash. All right, so we got price, and the top is right there. That's the top, wherever price just hit. That was the top. So it explodes past. Okay. Let's see how far it wants to pull back down first, if it can do anything at all. Oh, that's not good. All right, that's a huge wick. I'd probably look at more of a sell right here than a buy. But there it goes. Let's see what we get here. Remember, wicks get filled. Doesn't matter what candle, wicks get filled. All right, good. So actually, now we have some movement here. Now we have price going. Let's see if we can continue this. So I would have been wrong, which is why I don't trade that way. I want to trade on the side of momentum. I want to trade on the side of the previous candles. Like where is price going? Price is going up. Okay, I want to trade longs. I don't want to go short here. This is why I don't trade support and resistance this way. What I do want to do is trade the trend. I do want to do that, but I think there are these micro trends is kind of what I'm seeing here, right? Where we have 2 or 3 candles in a row. And if we can just get an entry on these candles, we can capture a ton of profit. So let's see if we have price. Basically, this is the previous wick. It's right there. Here's another one right here. So if we can get price to hold above, then we're good. If we don't, then we just have a newer high that can act as a rejection point. So I don't like this price action at all, even though this long can make sense. I'm gonna chill right here, and we're gonna wait and see what price gives us. Because remember last time we had the same move. We had price kind of push up, make a new little high, down, blit. We were in this trade. Blit down. This is nuts. Price just flew down. And so I don't know where the lot of traders who decided to take the market short right here, I don't know where they're planning to do it next. I'm not going to worry about that. But what I do want to do is go long after a candle opens up red and pulls back a little bit. I do know I want that. So let's see if we can get something like that, and we'll go from there. It's breaking now. It sure certainly is. It certainly is, my friend. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we can get it. There it is. Nervous. 170, 150, 90. See if we can get a run here. Come on. Let's see if we can get price to pop. We had the pop, and I don't. If we get up again another 120 or so, we need to take that. Didn't get my 170 or my 120, but we're moving back up in the right direction. Moving back. So that's what I thought. Let's see if we can get a short right here. This is going to be ridiculous, but if we can get price to pop here, I'm going to go short. And the reason for it is I see price rejecting. This is kind of a double top, if you would. Let's see if we can get price. If it pops up, we can go short. Sell? Ooh, that's a really bad fill. That's a really, really bad fill. Let's see if we can get price to pull back. Let's see if I was correct on this one. That was a horrible fill. That was a terrible. Let's see what we got. Close it out. Fuck. That was such a bad fill. This trade was never profitable, but damn, my fill should have been up here. Instead, it was all the way down here. That's unfortunate. That stinks. That stinks. All right, so we're back down 4. Man, we traded it back really well, and we gave it back. All right, so now we're looking for longs here, I think, because we have price, basically, we have price pullback here. It rejected this low, and it started cruising back up. Let's maybe a little bit more aggressive on this one, I think. Let's see. We're going to be patient. Let's see if we can, what we have here. Pullback. Okay. Maybe go long right there. I don't know. The reason I don't know is I have price dancing between these two levels right here. So we had, VWAP has to be around here somewhere. Yeah, we're at VWAP. I should have seen that coming. I should have seen that coming. All right, so we're sitting here and price is just dancing at VWAP. So dangerous trading, anytime you're at VWAP here, let's just do this. That way I don't have to look at this, all of this. I don't really care about these bands. VWAP there and there. Okay. So I have VWAP on my chart now since we're right at it. Typically, VWAP doesn't play a huge part, but had I had it on my chart, I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. I would have been able to see the fact that price is flying towards VWAP, and then it halts. It halts right here. And so if we can break above, we're going to be in good shape. If we can, if we push back from this thing, then we're staying underneath VWAP, then we're just going to have ourselves a dance down, which would be fine. Kind of what we're getting right now. So we'll see. Markets are mixed, basically down. MSTR is down, Bitcoin's down, Coinbase is down, obviously. Let's see. What is Coinbase year to date, by the way? How are they doing compared to Bitcoin? I'm going to check that really fast. Let's see. Coinbase, 53%. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. All right. Loving you guys watching. Really happy to have you guys here. If you haven't already, make sure you like the live stream and subscribe to the channel. Let's see, we have price breaking above VWAP. This could get interesting because we could see price basically touch and touch and go. Let's see. Like price gets tricky around VWAP. This isn't going to be an entry we can take either way, so we can go on some different charts here. The reason it gets tricky on VWAP is every trader has VWAP on their chart, or they see it, they acknowledge it, or they know what's going on. And so it's a universal point of support, resistance, and choppiness all at once. And so when you see VWAP and you see price getting close to it, you can see some explosive things because there are buyers that say, I'll buy price towards VWAP. And there are sellers that say, I will sell price to VWAP. There are buyers that say, I will buy price through VWAP. And some say, I will sell through VWAP. And so it's got a very, very strong, it's a strong magnet for price. Very strong. You don't often see price, move away from it too far without pulling back. So let's get back to our 1 minute chart, and we're kind of dancing at it slash above it. So let's see what we have here. This is dangerous trading. I don't want to take this trade yet, but I do maybe want to see what price has in store here. All right, so here's how this, by the way, here's how this chart would update. You see how these green candles in a row? There's 5 here, there's 4, about to be a 5 here. This chart would update and give us these numbers. And so every time we see a buy tag, we'd say, okay, probably gonna have 3 or 4 of these candles in a row. That doesn't mean we just go buy willy-nilly and just forget it, because these 2 candles following this previous one did nothing. But that gives us the idea that every time we get a sell tag, we're getting 2, maybe 1. So in this case, it'd be 2 plus 1 is 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. And up here, we're getting about 4 to 5 in a row, right? So that'd be 3 to 3.5 potentially. That's how this chart should update. Until it does that, I can't update it to everyone else because it doesn't work properly. But when it does, then you guys will have this additional tool. I'll have it too, by the way. I don't have it either. I'll have it too, and we'll be able to use it. Okay. Okay. Now, can price hold VWAP? That's the question. Can price hold VWAP here? If it can, we have longs. If it cannot, then we had a peak above and come back down. But this candle might not tell us the full story because it's so small. But let's see if we can get price. If this thing runs above this level, this 618 level, then great. Then great. Times. Okay, so I'm not clicking this one. Okay. If price can get above that level, then we have something. If it's going to hold here, then we have a bunch of choppiness. Okay. Again, trading around or at VWAP is a dangerous game. So we're not going to do it. We're going to wait for price to extend back down or extend up. I prefer it goes up, but that's fine. Okay, so there's our little pullback. Price flies down. Great. Let's see. Be patient here. Be patient here. Not a whole lot going on, though. I know that. Not a whole lot going on. All right. Maybe we have price rejecting VWAP here. Okay. So let's see what happens here. I have price settling kind of in these areas right here. We've bounced quite a few times in this little region right there. So let's see. Oops, let's see what price wants to do here. Because I don't mind a sell right here. I just am not convinced that, like I said, price is going to do anything responsible. So we touch VWAP and we reject. That's a 5-point swing, 6-point swing, pretty good. Let's see what we got. I'm not sure what "and" means by this. Why are you not buying on the green buys? And okay, answer that. Let's keep it going here. Okay. Okay, so price hits my low that I put there. Okay, so we see that. That's good. But now we've got price really, back and forth on us. So there's nothing that really is to be traded here just yet. Let us see what we can get. Let's find out. This is going to be fun. Let's see. So we don't even need the model right now. We can wait. Price rejecting here and here. So we're trying at least not to go lower than this. But we have buyers or sellers have made the case that we're not going higher than VWAP. Okay. So let's see what happens next. Let's see what happens here. It's kind of cold in my house. I don't know why. Thought I had the heat up, but maybe I need to turn it up a little higher. Okay. Moving up, moving up, moving up. Good. this, huh? Okay. Now sometimes price will act like VWAP just isn't there and it'll just blitz through it. That's fine. That's the most dangerous because price will pick and choose when it wants to respond to VWAP. Buyers and sellers will pick and choose when they want to respond to VWAP. So let's see. Because we really, I think we're going to end up being above VWAP. I really do. This is a ton. Like this is for let me show you. For buyers and sellers to absorb, for buyers to absorb all of this and then push price back up, like that's a lot. There's a lot of buying momentum I think we want to see. And so I'm kind of looking at this 653 level, which is 40 points away, as another level to look at. But I think we're going to hold and be above VWAP, which means that I am looking for a pullback of price and to go long. Let's see, I got to be responsible here. Gotta wait. Maybe we don't get it, maybe we do. If I get price into this VWAP area, then I'm cool, which is 6 points away. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Let's see. Don't know if I'm gonna get this one. Okay, so limit order is ready. And it might not be useful because price is going without us. Okay. All right. That's good. I'm not going to move my limit just yet. I'm going to wait because I think I'm going to slide it. I think I'm going to slide my limit order somewhere around the 614. Maybe I just won't even use it because I think price could give us something special here. All right. Somewhere between 617 and 614 is kind of where I like to enter. Hey, there goes price. Oh, I got a really good fill there. I got a really good fill. I don't know if it's going to be, a $500 trade, but I got a good fill. 195, 240. Come on. Come on, pop for me, baby. That's better. That's better. That's better. Hell of an entry. 420. Keep going. Okay, I guess we'll take 210 on that one. Not the best of exits, but not bad. Okay, I kind of like a sell right here. I'm not going to take it, but solid nonetheless. Okay, so really good fill there on that trade. That fill was probably the best fill. I think that trade was a no drawdown trade. I need to write that. I need to go review that at what 114 at 74. That was 72 to 74. I need to review that one. But I think that was a no drawdown trade. That was, I think, a perfect trade. We just didn't exit at the right time. Almost 400 bucks, 350 was probably reasonable, and I didn't capture that. So, all right. So we'll probably call that one. Got to run daily goal hit. Thanks. You're welcome, RJB. Good work as well, my friend. Awesome job. We're actually going to go ahead and close this live down as well. We're about, maybe let's see if this thing can make a new high. If it does, then I'll take a long. Let's see. Okay, here we go. We'll go long up here. Let's see what we got. Ooh, ooh. Maybe I should have left like I said I was going to. 270. This is going to get ugly, I think, if it doesn't move fast enough. Let's see. Bounce for me. Okay, we were going to leave. Now we stayed. And now what? Go, go, go. Let's see. 15 bucks. Wow. 75, 60. Keep going. There we go. There we go. 450. There we go. 390. 405. We'll take 345 on that one. Maybe a little bit of meat was on the bone there. But that puts us back profitable for the day. That was today was a really tough one. A lot of just nonsense